This is absolutely terrifying. The man in the middle was pronounced brain dead, and he woke up when they were doing surgery to remove his organs. This happened on October 25th, 2021 in Kentucky at Baptist Health Richmond Hospital. So he was sent to the ER from what appeared to be an OD, and while there, he went into cardiac arrest and they coded him. They were able to get him back, but the family was told that he had no reflexes, no signs of life, and pretty much that he was brain dead. So the next day, they decided to take him off of life support, which is when they found out he was a registered organ donor. His name is Anthony Thomas Hoover II, but he goes by TJ, and this is his sister. To honor his wishes, they went ahead and decided to go forward with organ donation. So over the next 2 days, his organs were tested to see if any were viable. Part of the testing included a cardiac catheterization. And he woke up during that procedure. So a witness named Nicoletta Martin says, "I've dedicated my entire life to organ donation and transplant. It's very scary to me now that these things are allowed to happen and there's not more in place to protect donors." Now, she wasn't assigned to his case that day, but she thought she might get drafted. So she reviewed the chart, and that's when she found out about him waking up during the cardiac cath. The donor had woken up during his procedure that morning for a cardiac catheterization, and he was thrashing around on the table. Martin says doctors then sedated him when he woke up, and plans to recover his organs proceeded. And another witness who has come forward is Natasha Miller. She says she was getting ready to do her job preserving donated organs for transplantation when the nurses wheeled the donor into the OR. She quickly realized something wasn't right. Though the donor had been declared dead, he seemed to her very much alive. He was moving around, kind of thrashing, thrashing around on the bed. And then when we went over there, you could see he had tears coming down. He was crying visibly. The donor's condition alarmed everyone in the OR at Baptist Health Hospital in Richmond, Kentucky, including the 2 doctors who refused to participate in the organ retrieval. So those 2 doctors were like, absolutely not, we are out. She said it was very chaotic and everyone was just very upset. Miller says she overheard the case coordinator at the hospital for her employer, Kentucky Organ Donor Affiliates, CODA, call her supervisor for advice. So the coordinator calls the supervisor at the time, and she was saying that he was telling her that she needed to find another doctor to do it, that we were going to do this case. She needs to find someone else. And she's like, there is no one else. She was crying, the coordinator, because she was getting yelled at. Now, let's back up to before the patient got into the OR. They did an honor walk, and during that walk, the sister said that he actually opened his eyes and looked at her like, "Help me, I'm still here." And when she asked them about it, they said it was just a reflex. So anyway, this organization, CODA, is saying that it's being misrepresented. It didn't happen that way. So the whole thing's being investigated, and the only reason it's coming to light now, 3 years later, is because witnesses have started to come forward. Apparently, some of them quit their jobs. Some of them ended up going to therapy. It really messed them up, because how does that happen? It's been almost 3 years to the date, and TJ is still alive.